top story now, the CBO report. It finds more than 2 million jobs will be lost over the next decade under Obamacare.
It's an unbelievable report. Jonathan Collegio is a Republican strategist, director of communications for American Crossroads. Ebony Williams, radio host and political analyst. How the two of you doing? And good afternoon to both of you. Jonathan, man, this is just like red meat for Republicans. 2.3 million jobs lost and perhaps $1 trillion added to the debt. What's up with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Washington Post had it best when they said that this is the worst headline of the year for Democrats. It's really a trifecta of absolutely terrible news. First of all, 2.3 million jobs will be lost because of Obamacare. This is something that conservatives have been talking about for the last 5 years, but the administration just kind of blew it off as partisan language. Now it's the CBO saying that. Similarly, it's saying that costs are going to...
That is a critical point. It's one thing to hear it from Republicans who want to kick it out, but it's another thing to hear it from the CBO. Finish your point
from a
quickly.
nonpartisan source.
Yeah, but Ebony, originally the CBO said 800,000 jobs. That was the first number they used. Now today they have corrected that estimate to 2.3 million. I mean, what do you say to Americans who feel hoodwinked that they were sold a bill of goods originally?
Well, look, Allison, I mean, this is certainly not good news. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I would like to, though, point out that this is not exclusively the result of Obamacare. This is several things going on. This is a lessening of productivity with our gross domestic product, and this is also an inflation that's being taken into account as well. So this is a hybrid of things causing these really disappointing numbers. No, it's not a defense, but we just want to be, comprehensive in how we look at these numbers. But nonetheless, they are very unfortunate and very bad news for all working Americans. Here's the thing, though. We saw the president last week in his State of the Union talk about how he is welcoming concepts, ideas, and feedback. I don't think this law is beyond revisiting by any stretch of the imagination. And anyone that thinks good ideas are just Republican or Democrat, they're not being truthful or honest there. So this is not a time where we need to just, be pointing fingers and accusing.
Republicans in the House have passed measures, and they go nowhere. Now, I don't know how many people are buying that. Jonathan, I think the bigger issue here is that if this is what the CBO is saying now, with about, 33% of the law initiated, how much worse could it be, or will it get? That has to be the fear.
And here's the issue. I mean, they can put all of the PR effort and all of the different PR initiatives that they want behind this thing, but ultimately they're trying to sell something that is a very unpopular product. It's like trying to sell the new Coke. It's difficult to sell something that people don't want. And the more bad news that they get about this, the harder it's going to be to get people enrolled. And as that happens, then you fall into that death spiral situation where enough people aren't in the program to fund it. That's where this is headed. I don't know what they do to head that off.
Well, here's one suggestion, Ebony, on a lighter note. The administration is trying to get more people to enroll and trying to heighten awareness about Obamacare. And what better way to do that than with a cat? Watch this.
Our turn to take care of you.
You know me, I'm the one who loves treats, and you pet me and you care for me. And you
that is kind of catchy, I gotta admit. Ebony, that's the new ad campaign designed to lure more people into Obamacare. What do you think?
Okay, it doesn't work for me, Allison, but here's the thing. I do applaud them by recognizing that we as women tend to be more concerned with the long term, and if they can target and effectively get our attention, it will spread to our male counterparts. Now, respectfully, though, I have to disagree with Jonathan's point that people don't want it. We know that 70% of people don't even fully know what Obamacare provides. They don't know about the subsidies, so I do think some advertising measures are still needed so people are more informed as to what it can provide.
Yeah, I'm thinking Kibbles and Bits, Allie, right?
I think it's a catchy tune.
Fish ahoy. I mean, Jonathan, what's going to attract you? That talking cat, or the dude at Christmas time who was hanging out with his coffee and the fire and the
that's right, yeah,
and the flannel shirt? Which one are you buying?
The Obama campaign actually has used pets as part of its PR initiatives in the past. You might remember the I Bark for Barack campaign that they did with the first dog, Bo, back in 2012. So this isn't something that's completely new. They're using these tactics to reach out to people. But I think it's actually symbolic of the fact that their traditional PR campaign is not working. It's not reaching those people. 80% of people don't know that there's a March 31st deadline and that they will be taxed if they don't sign up in time. So they have a lot of problems. I don't see any way that they can head this off of PR. They're going to have to get really creative, which is why they're using
You're wondering, like, where's Dr. Doolittle today? I mean, was he busy?
It's a little Doolittle-esque. Well, Ebony, Jonathan, thanks so much for helping us get the word out about the new report out today.